IncGamers plays.
Yeah, welcome to match 2, everybody. If I cut these up into multiple matches, which I might do. Tim's getting a pre-match drink, so meanwhile I'm gonna set some things up.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
With my liquid intelligence.
I was trying not to spoil the outcome of the first match, but I was doing it while the outcome of the first match was clearly displayed in our prior results on the screen, so that probably didn't really work.
Well done, chap. Well done.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you know, if you started watching in match 2, then you get what you deserve. What's your team name, by the way?
Accidental discharge.
Very nice.
It was there's kind of an electricity pun there, but there's
Also horribleness to think about.
Yes. So basically, yeah, I couldn't resist.
I'm called Fatbots.
I saw.
I don't know why I called my single player team that, and I just felt like that was a good name. So this field looks a bit more open, Tim, to me at least.
Yes. This should provide us with some different opportunities at least.
It's going to be a more expansive game, I think. Last one felt a bit defensive.
I don't know. Maybe as long as there's robots punching each other, then it's fine by me.
I'm trying to be a proper sports commentator.
I know you're trying. Oh, your robot Brian is in quite a good position. What I do might have to depend very much on what he does.
Brian.
That's it. I should have named my team after people from Spaced.
Yes. I didn't do that. Might have just got pretty random names. In fact, one of them has become Wilson again, even though I didn't call him Wilson. So that's
alright. I've still got a Larson, even though I didn't call him Larson.
Interesting.
That's weird. Okay, let's leave it at that.
Maybe I should stop prattling around with what my robots are called and actually make some moves. I mean, it seems sensible. I'll assess what's happening next turn. That's a bad way to play, by the way. Don't wait to see what happens, and then looks to me like Pazuzu is pretty dominant in this series. Auditor, Baizu hasn't done themselves justice so far, Bob.
Yeah, that's what they've just said for me as well, oddly enough.
I like the robot commentators in this game.
I like the robot commentators in this game.
I like this game. It's a good game. Are you talking to people in the chat while you're recording work stuff?
Yes. Is
it work related?
Sort of.
Just say yes. It'll make everything okay.
Not least because it's got robots in it. Let's face it, if American football had robots in it, I would watch the shit out of that.
Oh, absolutely. I'd watch any sport with robots.
What about Robot Wars?
Well, I did watch Robot Wars, so I suppose my answer has to be yes.
Robot Wars was quite bad, though.
Yeah, it was awful. It was appalling.
Even though it had Craig Charles.
See, I remember early on when it had Jonathan Pierce, who then became a proper football commentator. Which for a while mystified me, because I thought, you've hired the guy from Robot Wars. Not sure about that decision. What were they called, some of the robots? There was like Sergeant Destruction.
And they're like Sir Kills a Lot or something like that.
Yes, Sir Kill a Lot. Oh, I should have named my whole team after Robot Wars robots.
Which actually would have fit in quite well with my Space team, because there was an episode of Space devoted to Robot Wars.
What did they call it? Isn't it like War Bastard or something? Or is that the one they were up against?
I think that was the one they were up against. Wasn't it called the Fuckest Uppest or something like that?
Yes.
TFU.
Yep. Their match was against War Bastard. Oh my word. I haven't really made any proper moves because I've just been
Neither
thinking
have
about
I.
been thinking about Spaced and Robot Wars.
It's not that Frozen Cortex isn't entertaining or
No.
you know, catching of the attention. It's just that Spaced.
Well, also it's impossible to make good moves while talking or thinking about anything else. I'm not
Back
happy
on
with it.
topic though, Spaced is brilliant and you should all
Yes.
watch it.
Robot Wars isn't, but if you can find some on YouTube, it's probably worth watching a little bit just to experience the horror.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Well, mostly just because of how inept it is. Like, they talk up these amazing robots that are, this one's got like a saw blade on the front and this one's got this amazing... And ultimately they just kind of bump into each other. And some bits of fiberglass fall off them. And the amazing weapon that they were describing just like jams or does nothing. That's Robot Wars.
And then things flip over onto their back like tortoises and they just get upright again.
Yeah.
There was like this one, it's like everything was completely about, you know, the robots that had sort of flippers on the top so that if they got knocked over onto their backs, they could flip themselves back up, right side up.
Yeah.
Or the ones that had the really big wheels that were bigger than the side of the body so they could still keep going, just presumably with the controls reversed.
Yes. Yeah, the best robots generally weren't the ones that looked particularly menacing. They were just the ones that were stable,
Yes.
basically. Like, if you could make one that looked basically like a Roomba, but had protection underneath so that no one could flip it over, you'd basically probably win.
Is this why we still haven't seen sort of death robots in real life? Because they would just be giant Roombas.
Yeah. The military's experimenting with them, but they can't get around the what if someone just pushes it over problem.
Oh, I'm very wary about my moves. I think I've vaguely got
great.
things sorted. Maybe.
Oh shit, did not see that one. Did not plan for that one. And now you're going to score.
I hope so.
Let me watch how that one played out. Oh, that's an angle I didn't really think to cover. Actually, I'm not sure I could cover that angle, really.
You did have a robot that was heading in that rough direction, which is why I had to stick a little pause in, just in case it went up that way, so I could knock the bastard over. For what it's worth, the when it comes to sort of running at another robot, whichever one is standing still will win, basically.
Yes.
Whichever one stops first will then kick or knock the other one over.
That's yeah, that's actually incredibly important, and it took me a couple of games to realise that, even though I think the tutorial explains that explicitly. But you know how it is. Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, interesting. It's good blocking there.
Thank you. That's what I was spending the end of that turn doing, was figuring out how far I could get that robot to run while still kicking you.
Just make him run on one leg and kick while he's doing it.
Phew, okay. That's some points.
Pressure's on me now.
Apparently so.
You have no idea how much I wish my robots were called the fuckest uppest.
I know. Oh well, at least before I start taking people on in public matches,
Yeah.
I can sort that out.
It would not surprise me if someone has had this idea already. This is a British-made game, after all.
Yeah. I do quite like what I've played of this. I still think I prefer Frozen Synapse, or Frozen Synapse, but I don't know, for whatever reason that just worked sufficiently well for me.
Yeah, I think I prefer this, but I quite like sports-based stuff, so that That may be why.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
When it's sports versus shootmans, I will often prefer the sports stuff. I wonder.
I wonder. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Is there any way I can... No, I don't think there is. Oh well. Oh, this could be tricky for me. This could be bad. Okay, let's leave it at that. I think I've done... I was going to say I've done about the best I can, but I imagine if anybody was actually watching my side of the turns, they'd be going, "What the hell are you thinking?"
Well, the same for me. We'll find out. We will find out.
At least when we sort of played Frozen Synapse, whatever. Ooh. Apparently this turn break is brought to us by Season 2 of Ghost Chiropractor, premiering this Wednesday.
I'd watch Ghost Chiropractor.
I would totally watch Ghost Chiropractor. What to do? Tricky, tricky.
Oh, he just got blocked, so that's not too helpful.
What to do?
I know. I know.
I think you're having the same problems I am.
Well. Yeah.
Sorry everyone, this is probably really boring to listen to. What about there? Is that okay? Ah, but that's still... I'm sorry, this is all very cerebral, which is why it's called Frozen Game.
Right, fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
That's exactly what I've just said.
Which way is he gonna go? Oh no, you went the wrong way! From my point of view. Damn it.
Oh, this is actually quite a bad position for me to be in.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure it is, really. You can just basically run,
No, I can't.
can't you?
No. I don't think I can anyway. Can I?
Possibly.
No, I can't.
I guess you move slower with the ball, don't you?
Well, it's more the fact that your robot man there, Numpty, hasn't been knocked aside or anything, so he's basically standing right next to me.
Yeah.
Slightly in front of me.
Yes, true.
Oh, it's so tense. So very tense. What about if that would that work? Maybe if I did that. Okay, let's try that and hope it doesn't go horribly wrong. There could be robot egg on my face at the end of this one.
Hey. I'm testing out passing stuff, and I don't think I can actually stop you from passing. Weirdly, even though Numpty is right there. Must be like too close or something.
Not sure. Might be because I just got it, I don't know. There might be a sort of 1 second grace period or something like that.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Well, you say that.
Where did my mouse pointer go? Oh, there it is.
That's what you're blaming this on, is it?
No! It only vanished after, Well, at least I've got one player over here.
Well, that's something.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do.
You do that, then I could do that, maybe? Would that work? It might. Okay, let's risk it.
You're pretty far ahead even if it doesn't work, I suspect, so...
Okay, yeah, that went okay.
It's gonna be tricky for me to come back from this. In fact, it might
It's
just...
still possible, is it?
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I guess I could have some sort of aneurysm where I just keep accidentally clicking try. But,
And I just run around over all of the little blue spots.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I've just noticed that the middle mouse button actually puts you into a full overhead perspective.
So it does.
That's quite helpful.
It is helpful.
I've got to say, actually, I really, really like the little animations on the robots. They do look really lovely in the up close.
Yeah, their little touchdown celebration stuff.
Yeah, the tackles and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. I think you can afford to get somewhat experimental in your plays for these last few turns.
You just really, really want to get some points back, don't you?
Yes. Doesn't matter, it's the best out of 3. I can lose this 30-0 as long as I win the next game.
I guess.
It'd be quite sad though. I'd rather not lose by that much.
Right, I think I'm about ready. I'm going to try and be slightly experimental. I shouldn't have said that, should I?
I'd already primed my turns.
Well, I was more
Although,
thinking
oh
that-
right, nothing really happens though, does it?
Yeah.
For a bit.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Have you just primed your turn?
I have. So
Okay.
do some flybys of the field here.
Okay. Oh, what the shit.
What?
My big plan didn't quite work. I clicked prime and then it came and went, you can't do that. I've got to fix
Trying to
it.
cheat? You're cheating, man. Disqualified.
Apparently.
Disqualification. I take this game.
It's coming from the person who tried to commit war crimes in Arma 3.
That wasn't cheating. That happens in war all the time.
War crimes?
Yeah. They're
It's
always-
not meant to, that's why they're called war crimes.
I know they're not supposed to, but they do.
Jesus. I thought I was cynical.
World's a bad place to.
And you aim to keep it that way, apparently.
Only in the virtual world of Arma 3, where it's relatively contained. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Ooh. Ooh. I like it.
Is that because you actually have a chance of tackling him?
Oh, I'm intrigued.
What's that?
Boo.
What?
Whatever it is you're doing, boo.
I don't know about that. Okay, so if we there and then with him and
then the
tricky
thing with the whatever.
Well, I can't go into details, can I, Peter?
You could do.
Oh, okay.
You're 22-0 up. I don't think
I
it's gonna matter.
definitely couldn't. You hadn't primed. I thought you had.
There we go. I'm very confident about this.
I'm not. Shit!
Yay! I punched a man, and I liked it. Right, one turn for me to get 25 points. I'm pretty confident. I think this is gonna go very well.
Well.
I have no idea. Maybe this?
Okay, it's telling me off because apparently the ball carrier can't run backwards at any point of the run. I don't have the ball.
No, you do.
Do I?
I think so.
I thought you'd taken it.
Well, I thought so too, but it says your opponent has 3 passes remaining, and I don't
Maybe
have.
you're about to take it?
I guess so.
Hang on. What ended that turn specifically?
Yeah.
I think that turn ended just as you were about to take it.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Well.
The ball carrier can't go backwards, obviously, because he's the ball carrier. But the problem is he has to go forwards on the turn, and he can't do that because he's just been tackled.
Are you saying you can't actually move anyone?
I'm saying I can't click prime. The ball carrier must advance further this turn, except that he can't because he's just been tackled.
We found a bug, Paul from Mode 7. We found a bug in your game. I assume, unless you can do something somehow.
I'm trying.
Can he like?
Does this still count as me winning?
Yes. Can he like wait? Can he do the time thing? I know that's not really him advancing at all, but
Yeah, it lets me do that. It lets me click play to see how the moves play out. It's just that I can't click prime.
right. Well, I'm happy to forfeit if I can do that somehow.
Probably.